So good afternoon, everyone. And as per schedule, we are doing our optional mathematics class. Okay. And I just a few moments ago, I had shared the question that we are going to do now. So let me take you to the board. Okay. Let's see the board first. And these are the questions that we are solving today. And the question number 5 is very much typical type of exceptional question. Right, VVI over here. Question number 5 is very much important question, and it is past question as well. And this question is not available in your book. It is from the practice book. So these are 5 questions, and let's begin from the first. Copy the question. It says, if f 3x plus 4 is equal to 5x plus 8, find f inverse 2. And this is the question of your book, and you might have done this in your assignment as well. So if you have already done it, no need to do, or you can do it as a practice as well, because repeating a question does not make any difficulty, right? It is easier for your exam. So copy the question. And the question says, if f 3x plus 4 is equal to 5x plus 8, find f inverse 2. So let's write first question number 1 and write the given. And the given says, f 3x plus 4 is equal to 5x plus 8, right? And the second one is, what is fx? And what is f inverse x? What is f inverse x? And next one is, what is f inverse 2? Now you might tell, we are only asked about this one, right? But look at the question here. You can't directly take f inverse, you can directly compute f inverse 2 from here. First of all, you need to find fx, right? Then you should find f inverse x and replace this x by 2. This will be our complete process. It does not have single step. Okay, it is about 3 steps question. So first of all, we will calculate fx, then we will calculate inverse, and then we will put 2 in the place of inverse x. Is this clear? So write arrow, and our first heading will be for fx. Is this clear? So our given is f 3x plus 4 is equal to 5x plus 8, right? And obtaining fx from this one has many methods, about 3-4 methods in total. So I'll give you the method which has no exceptions. I mean, the method that I am giving to you is 100% correct in any type of question. But the methods of different type of methods which I have been given in your practice book are only applicable for certain type of question. And if the question has this kind of square functions, look at here, if the question has this kind of square functions, then the method of your practice books or the next methods might not work. So let's follow the method which is universally correct, or which is correct for any type of question. And in this type of question, we need fx, or you need x in place of this all. So first of all, we need to remove this one, 3, the number that is attached with x. And in second step, we will remove 4. This will be our format, okay? First of all, we will remove the multiply sign or divide sign. Look at here, here is 3 in multiplication with x, right? So first of all, we should remove this 3. And in the second step, we will remove this 4. Is this clear? So to remove 3, what we need? We need x by 3, right? Look at here, replacing x by 3. Look at here. If you replace x of this equation by x by 3, then we will get here f 3 plus 4, 5 plus 8, right? And here will be x by 3, right? And even here will be x by 3. Did you get it what I do just a moment before? Look at here. We replace this x by 3. And even this x has been replaced by x by 3. This can be done, right? Replacing x by 3. Even in left part and right part both. If you do this, then this 3 will get cancelled, right? Now you will have Now you will have, look at here, you will have fx plus 4, that will be equal to 5x by 3 plus 8, right? This will be our final format. Is this clear? We have replaced x by x upon 3. Is this clear? Now this 3 has been removed. Now you need to remove 4. So for removing 4, you must replace x by x minus 4, because minus plus will get cancelled, right? So now do the further process. Now write it here, replacing x by x minus 4. Now you will get, look at here. Now here it will be f, this will be in place of x, right? X plus 4 is equal to 5x by 3 plus 8. This was our format, right? And in the place of x, we are writing x minus 4 and x minus 4 in place of x. Look at here. In this x, we are writing x minus 4, and even in this x, we have to write x minus 4. And now this will look like this, right? The x has been replaced as x minus 4. Are you clear? Now these two will get cancelled, right? So now you will finally get fx is equal to, open the bracket, it will be 5x minus 20, and take the LCM, it will be 8 3s are 24 by 3, right? So finally you will get fx is equal to 5x plus 4 by 3. This will be our fx. Are you clear up to here? Let me show this to you. First of all, we removed the multiply sign by replacing it by x upon 3. And then we removed the addition sign by replacing it by x minus 4, right? And finally we obtained fx. So this is our complete method, but you can make it shorter without writing language. You can directly write this x by 3 without writing the replacing x by 3. This is not necessary. This is not compulsory. You can just write the steps only. Is this clear up to here? This is how we calculate fx. Now you need f inverse x, right? So put the second arrow and write for f inverse x. This is our second step, right? So for this one, we have fx is equal to 5x plus 4 by 3. You remember the process, right? So now replace fx by y. Y is equal to 5x plus 4 by 3. Now the next step will be interchanging the role, right? Interchanging roles of x and y. Interchanging the roles of x and y. I think I should rub the board. Few seconds, okay? Just a second. So keep on calculating the inverse. Just to calculate the inverse, I am rubbing the board. Now, the next step will be interchanging roles of x and y, right? Now this will look as, or it will be x is equal to 5y plus 4 by 3, right? This will be our interchanged form. Now our next step will be making y alone, right? So this will look as 3x minus 4 by 5 is equal to y. Are you clear? I think this is clear, right? Because we have already done this calculating inverse method very repeatedly, right? So I think you are clear now. So it will be 3x minus 4 by 5. So finally our y will be, therefore f inverse x is equal to 3x minus 4 by 5. Are you clear? Now the question has asked us for, look at here, f inverse 2. So now write third arrow for f inverse 2. Is this clear? So this will be now 3 into 2 minus 4 by 5. It will be 2 by 5. Are you clear? Look at this. This is very simple, right? You just obtained f inverse x, and for f inverse 2, you are supposed to put this 2 in place of x. So it will be 3 0 6. 6 minus 4 will be 2, and 2 by 5. Are you clear? Should I repeat this? So look at from the beginning. Our first step was we just calculated fx, and it is obtained over there. And in second part, we calculated f inverse x, which is obtained at here. And then we replaced x by 2. and we calculated F inverse 2. Is this clear one? If this is clear and I can drop the board, please raise your hands. This is clear, right? Thank you very much. Let's do the second question. I want you guys to copy this question. If F inverse X is equal to X minus 2, find Fx and F3. While you are copying the question, I think I must rub the board. And I want you all to complete your assignments on time. Are you clear? And I have kept the topic of compound interest of compulsory math in our YouTube channel as well. You can have a look over that series as well. And it has been taught from the basic level. So it will be very easier for you to understand. So cooperate the online classes as well as the videos of the YouTube channel. Are you clear? So have you copied the question? If F inverse X is equal to X minus 2, find Fx and F3. Let's solve. Write 2. Okay. And first of all, the given says F inverse X is equal to X minus 2. And it asks you for what is Fx, right? And what is F3. This is very simple question. Is this clear? So look at here first. Look at this. You can convert Fx into F inverse X, right? You know the process, right? What we do? We replace Fx by Y. Then we interchange the role of X and Y. Then we make our Y alone, right? And same method can be applied to obtain Fx from F inverse X. Exactly same method. Inversing the inverse will be our original function, right? So here inverse is given to us. So if you calculate inverse of inverse function, then it will be our original function. So inverse of inverse means our original function. So let's calculate inverse of this one. So write the first arrow, it will be for Fx. So look at here, we are given, we have F inverse X is equal to X minus 2, right? Now you can replace this F inverse X as Y. So or Y is equal to X minus 2. Then follow the same exact method. Now we interchange the role. Change the roles. Interchanging roles of X and Y. We have X is equal to Y minus 2, right? This is our step. Now make the Y alone. Now it will be or Y is equal to X plus 2, right? Now Y will become X plus 2. Is this clear? This is clear, right? So our final function will be, therefore, Fx is equal to X plus 2. We can replace this Y as Fx. Are you clear now? The method that you use to apply to obtain inverse from a given function can be applied to obtain function from the inverse one. Exactly the same method. Is this clear up to here? Now the question is very simple. Now we have obtained Fx. Now F3 is, now F3 will be 3 plus 2, right? Replace the X by 3. Now it will be 5. Very easy. Is this clear? This is a very simple question. Are you clear up to this? First of all, calculate Fx by using inverse method and then calculate F3. Are you clear? So this is very simple question. Raise your hand if I can rub this one. I can rub this, okay? So copy the, thank you very much. Copy the, I think I have written the wrong numbers, right? 1, 2, 4, 5. It is 3. Let me edit the numbers. It is 3 and this is 4. There are only 4 questions, right? So copy the third question. If f naught gx is equal to 7x minus 1 by 3 and fx is equal to 3x plus 5, find gx. Copy this question, okay? Copy the third one. Copy the third question. And I'll be rubbing the board while you are copying the question, okay? Copy the third question. And even this third question is also the question that has been taken from your exercise book. And the fourth one is from your practice book. Have you copied the question? F naught gx is equal to 7x minus 1 by 3 and fx is equal to 3x plus 5. It says to calculate gx. Are you clear up to this? So let's write the given first. This is a very simple question. Write the given first. This is question number 3, okay? Given. The given says we do have f naught gx, it is equal to 7x minus 1 by 3, right? This is our composite function. And the second given is fx is equal to 3x plus 5. This is our second given. Is this clear? And the question says to find gx. What is gx? This is very simple. So these are our givens. So now we start from the beginning. Now we have f naught g x is equal to 7x minus 1 by 3. Are you clear? And I have taught you a rule. Write always first. So now change this as f big bracket gx. You know this rule, right? Right hand side always the first, right? So this will be 7x minus 1 by 3. Is this clear? So now look the equation that we just obtained carefully. It says if we put gx inside fx, it will be 7x minus 1 by 3. It means if you put this gx inside the fx, it will result 7x minus 1 by 3, right? So look at the given first. We have fx as 3x minus 5, right? So now tell me f a will be 3a plus 5, right? It is given as fx is equal to 3x plus 5. Sorry, I think I told minus, right? Correct it. fx is equal to 3x plus 5. So fa will be 3a plus 5. Now f gx will be, now this will be 3 gx plus 5. Are you getting the concept? Look at here. fx is equal to 3x plus 5. What you put inside this bracket, it will be 3 times the same thing plus 5. So if you replace x by a, then this x will also be replaced by a. Similarly, if you replace x by gx, then this x will be replaced as gx. So use this concept over here. So gx inside f, it will be now, or we have it over here, 3 times x plus 5. You are getting it right? We are just replacing x by gx. Is this clear? This is clear, right? So our right hand side is as it is, 7x minus 1 by 3. I think this is now very easy to solve, right? Now 3 times gx is equal to 7x minus 1 by 3 minus 5, right? Taken to the right part. Now it is very easier. Now take the LCM. Now it will be, look at here, or 3 times gx is equal to, if you take LCM, it will be 7x minus 1 minus 5 3 is 15, right? 15 by 3. Is it clear? Just multiply this 3 with 5. Is this clear? Now this will finally be 3gx is equal to 7x minus 16 by 3. Is it clear? Minus 1 and minus 15 are added over here. Now finally it will be gx is equal to 7x minus 16 by 9, right? This 3 has been taken to the denominator part. Are you clear? So this is our answer. So let me show you this from the beginning part. In first part, we wrote the given. Then we put the big bracket in our gx. Then we replaced x of fx by gx. And we made gx alone by solving. Are your answer matching with mine? Or you are getting something different? I think this is the right one. Yes, this is the right one. Are you clear up to this? Can I rub the board? Please raise your hand if I can. Thank you very much. So now copy our fourth question. The last one, it is very much important question, okay? I have been repeating this many times. Copy the fourth question, and while you are doing so, I will drop the board, okay? Copy the fourth question. Copy the fourth question. The question says, if fx plus 2 is equal to 2x plus 7 and gx plus 1 is equal to x square minus 1, and the next given is, if g naught f inverse x is equal to 3, find x. This is very much famous question. Copy this one and write VVI as well. This is my personal favorite. Can we start? We can start, right? So let's write the given first. Look at here in the board. Now write question number 4. Write given. So our given says f x plus 2 is equal to, it says 2x plus 7, right? This has been given to us. And in the second part, g x plus 1 is equal to x square minus 1. Even this has been given. And the third given is g naught f inverse x is equal to 3. Even this is also given. Now it asks what is x. It is asking you for x. Is this clear? So from the given, you can make a map in your mind. Look at here first. Here is g naught f inverse x. So first of all, we have to find f inverse x. And for that, you need fx. But would you have only fx plus 2, right? So first of all, let me make a map for it. First of all, you need fx, right? You need fx at first. And after that, you need f inverse x. You need f inverse x, right? And look at here, here is g naught f inverse x, means we need gx as well. Because here, only gx plus 1 is given. You even need gx also, right? So now we will calculate gx as well. This will be our third step. And finally, we will use this given and we can easily solve for x, right? So in first step, we will calculate fx. And in the second step, we will calculate f inverse x. And in the third one, we will calculate gx. Now you might ask, why aren't we calculating g inverse x? Because look at here given, look at the given. Is there any sign of g inverse? Nowhere. Look at here. There is only f inverse x. We don't have g inverse x in our question. Not in the given. So no necessary to calculate g inverse x. The calculations are determined by the nature of our given. Is this clear? So for first arrow, we will do fx. In second arrow, we will do f inverse x. In third arrow, we will do gx. In fourth arrow, we will do according to question. Is this clear? So let's start solving, okay? In the first arrow, write for fx. For fx. Is this clear? We have, what do we have? Fx plus 2 is equal to 2x plus 7, right? This is our given. So I had just taught you in this lecture, right? So we have to remove plus 2. And we can do it by replacing it by x minus 2. You remember it, right? Just few questions back, we had done it. So right here, replacing x by x minus 2. We will have f, let me use the red ink, okay? F x minus 2 will be here x minus 2. Look at here properly. Plus 2 is equal to 2 plus 7. Are you getting this concept? I have just replaced this x by x minus 2. You are getting it, right? So first of all, let's cancel these 2, right? Now it will be fx only. And the right part we will have 2x plus 3, right? Because it will be 2x minus 4 plus 7. It will be 2x plus 3. Are you clear? So this is our fx. This is clear, right? Now in the second arrow, we will calculate f inverse x. So write the second arrow here for for f inverse x, we have f x is equal to, what do you have here? 2x plus 3. 2x plus 3, right? Or now replace fx by y. Y is equal to 2x plus 3. Now what do we do? We interchange the role, right? Interchanging roles of x and y. Is this clear? We will have x is equal to 2y plus 3. Now make the y alone. It will be now x minus 3 by 2, right? It will be y. So finally it will be, therefore f inverse x will be x minus 3 by 2. Are you clear? This is our f inverse x. Now in third step we need gx, right? Let me show you from the beginning. In the first arrow we solved for fx. In the second arrow we just calculated f inverse x. Now we need gx as per our map, right? So let me rub this one, okay? Just a few seconds, because the board is a smaller one, so I have to rub it again and again. Now for, write the third arrow, for gx we have what we have? We do have gx plus 1 is equal to x square minus 1, right? This is our given. So you know the technique, right? Now we must replace this x by x minus 1 to remove the plus 1, right? Now this is the question in which our technique is very much easier. If you are using next type of techniques, then you will fail to obtain x square minus 1. This is a bit harder from next techniques, okay? So use our technique. Now it will be replacing x by x minus 1. Now you will get, or z, it will be now x minus 1, right? So let me do this a bit clearly, okay? This will be this format. Are you clear? Look at here again. I replaced this x by x minus 1 over here. And for that, I should even replace this x by x minus 1. And the whole square of this part is whole square over here. Are you clear? Be clear in this step. For getting gx, I must replace this x by x minus 1. The both x's, left part and right part both. So it will look now x minus 1 plus 1, and it will be x minus 1 whole square minus 1 as it is. Now this 2 1 can be cancelled, right? So it will be gx, and in this part you will get, open the a minus b whole square format, a square minus 2ab plus b square. Is this clear? This is very clear, right? This has been opened into this one, and minus 1 is as it is. So these two can be cancelled. Are you clear? So finally gx will be x square minus 2x. Are you clear? This is our gx. Is this clear? This is clear, right? So finally we will use our last given. So in next arrow, let me rub the board first. In next arrow, just a second, okay? This is very huge question and fantastic one. And use the given, last given we have in the arrow, or you can write according to question. According to question, we do have, according to question, we have z naught f inverse x is equal to 3, right? This is our last given. Now use our formula, z is as it is, and the right part must be kept in our big bracket, right? It will be like this. Is this clear? Right part always first. Now, or z is as it is, we had calculated value of f inverse x, right? Do you remember the value? It was x minus 3 by 2. Isn't it so? This is our value of f inverse x. I think we had calculated this in our second arrow, right? And the 3 is as it is. Is this clear? Now look at here. It says you must put this x minus 3 by 2 in our function g. So look at here, just few seconds ago, we had calculated gx as x square minus 2x, right? Now ga will be a square minus 2a. So now g this will be g this minus this square. Look at here, g this is equal to this square minus 2 this. It will be like that. Is it clear? So replace this x by x minus 3 by 2. Is it clear? So now it will look like x minus 3 by 2 whole square minus 2 x minus 3 by 2 is equal to 3. Are you clear? I'll repeat it just a few moments. Look at here. We had just obtained gx is equal to x square minus 2x. Now ga will be a square minus 2x, right? Now g marker will be marker square minus 2x. G duster will be duster square minus 2 duster, right? G marker will be marker square minus 2 marker. It is like that. It goes like that. Now G this will be this square minus 2 this. So look at here. Our this is x minus 3 by 2. So it will be this square minus 2 this. Are you clear? Is equal to 3. Now you have to solve for x. This is very simple now. You will get quadratic equation and you will obtain two values. Okay. Now let's solve for x. Do the rapid solving. You keep on solving. I am rubbing the board. Just a second. Okay. Now let's open the whole square in the numerator first. It will be x square minus 6x plus 9, right? A minus b whole square. And in the denominator part, we will get 4 because 2 square becomes 4, right? And these two can be cancelled, right? So it will be x minus 3. Don't forget to use bracket. It will be equal to 3. Is this clear? So now it will be x square minus 6x plus 9 by 4. Open the bracket, minus x plus 3 is equal to 3. These two can be cancelled, right? Don't forget to open the bracket by minus sign. If not, then your all effort will go in vain. Okay. Now take the LCM. It will be x square minus 6x plus 9 minus it will be 4x by 4, right? It is equal to 0. Are you getting the solution? Look at here. These two 3's are cancelled. Now take the LCM. 4 into minus x will be minus 4x. And denominator is 4 as it is. Now it is very simple one, right? Multiply this 4 with 0. Now finally we will get, let me rub the board, okay? You keep on solving. Let me rub the board. Just a second, okay? Just few seconds. Now finally we will get, or x square minus, it will be x square minus 6x plus 9 minus 4x is equal to 0, right? This is our expression. So I think these two are getting added, right? These two will add here and it will be x square minus 10x plus 9 is equal to 0, right? Now it is very simple. Break this middle term. Now 9 ones will be 9, right? And 9 plus 1 will be 10. You know this, right? So let's break this, or x square minus 9 plus 1, right? X plus 9 is equal to 0. This is now very simple one. This is like a children's play, right? Because you are very mature enough to solve these kind of questions. Now, finally it will be, or x square minus 9x minus x plus 9 is equal to 0, right? This is very simple. I have just opened this bracket with minus from the left part and x from the right part. So now take x as common. It will be x minus right? X minus 9, right? Let me correct it. X minus 9. I mean to say it. And take minus 1 as common. It will be x minus 9 again, right? So taking this as common, it will be x minus 9, x minus 1 is equal to 0. I think now we can do either or, right? Either, or you can say either, or whatever you prefer. But actually it is either, right? Either x minus 9 is equal to 0, you will get x equal to 9, right? This is very simple. Or x minus 1 is equal to 0, x is equal to 1. This is our final answer. Is this clear? So this question has been asked many times in your practice exams, not in the SE. I am talking about first term, second term, these kinds of exam. Are you clear up to this? This is clear, right? So what is the time? I think the time is about to be over, right? We have only 2-3 minutes left. So I want you to repeat the question. Only 2 minutes left, right? Just repeat the question, and if in case there is any kind of problem, then underline the problem and send me the picture of it, okay? I'll clear you in the personal messenger or in our Google Classroom as well. Is this clear? And I hope that you will do our assignments very soon. I want you to do assignment very honestly, okay? Because if you are not completing our assignments in time, then you might get problem in our future classes. So I want to request you all to complete your assignments in time. And if in case any problem arises, then discuss with your friends. And if whole batch becomes unable to solve a particular type of questions, then I'll help you. Okay, is it clear? And in next class, we'll talk about trigonometric functions. The graph of trigonometric function will be our next lecture. I mean, the graph of y is equal to sin x, the graph of y is equal to cos x. That is very much interesting and mind-blowing topic. So this will be our next lecture. But up to that class, I want you all to complete the assignment that I had given in our previous picture, right? I think I had given you a picture of it, right? The exercise form. So complete that. And if any problem arises, then share the question with me. And I want you all to borrow the question banks from your senior as well, or borrow the pictures of it, right? Ask the pictures of question bank to your senior, and you can practice the previous classes SE examination questions from there. Is this clear? Or wait for some days, I'll provide it to you. So I think our time is over. Stay happy, healthy, and productive. And in case of any problem, ask to me, okay? Bye bye, everyone.